Hey goal getters, the time has come to set 2026 goals in my MäksēLife notebooks. I'm pumped, prepped, and ready to pounce. So let's jump in. Hi friends, this is part 3 of my 2026 goal setting series, where we say goodbye to 2025 and map out a plan that builds steady momentum towards our goals. Now that we've reflected on 2025, it's time to map out my dream goals so that they work around my real life, not just my wish list. I've linked parts 1 and 2 below if you missed them. There we reflected on 2025 and started defining the seasons ahead. Then we chose a guiding word for 2026 and looked at how we want to show up with that word in every area of life. Today we'll bring it all together with my MäksēLife goal setting companion notebooks, and we'll map out a plan for 2026. Before we jump into it, hi, I'm Amanda Lynn of LostWithoutAPlan, where I share tips and tricks to help you build a planning system that supports your real life. If this sounds like your kind of channel, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a thing. Inside Momentum Made Simple, I teach how to break your projects down into 15 to 30-minute steps, so even the busiest weeks still move you forward towards those dreams. As we lay out our goals across the different areas of life, I'll be using a few of my goal breakdowns using the Break It Down toolkit. This is where big goals become bite-sized. The first example is from my personal goals, rediscover identity and expression. I separated that into 4 mini projects: a capsule wardrobe, hairstyles, makeup, and self-exploration. Then I broke every step into smaller tasks that take about 15 to 30 minutes. I've also named habits that I can integrate throughout the year to support that larger goal. Next, I've broken down a course that I'm taking. I've taken the modules and counted out how many sessions were in each. By turning it into a numerical goal, it made it easier to estimate the time and split the content into 30-minute sessions. Each quarter, I'll pull from these sheets and drop them in. Once I've broken down the goal, I'll pull those micro steps into my companion notebooks throughout monthly and weekly actions pages. This keeps everything connected. Since steps are so short, they're easy to drop in to my regular Sunday planning sessions. A little extra time breaking everything down at the start removes the decision fatigue that usually keeps you stuck. If you want more support building goals this way, Momentum Made Simple is for you. It's currently on sale for a limited time, so hurry because we'd love to have you. Check out the links below. If you're ready to plan the year ahead, download my Things to Consider annual checklist. It's a freebie that's filled with ideas that often fall through the cracks during annual planning, plus it includes inspiration for goals in all the areas of life. I showed how we use this in one of the earlier parts if you need more guidance. And on to the goals. We are using my MäksēLife companion notebooks. This pack came with 4 quarterly books and 1 annual goals booklet. My plan today is to create a mind map style layout with major and minor themes. I'm using a few of my MäksēLife color-coded tools, including markers and washi, and getting a little creative with my stencil. Supplies are ready. Let's do this. In personal, my goal is to ignite confidence. My personal focus this year centers on igniting confidence. This includes rhythms like morning prep, planning rhythms, and self-care. It also covers identity and expression work as I fine-tune my capsule wardrobe and explore some hairstyles and makeup as part of this season of rediscovery. I plan to retake the Myers-Briggs, Enneagram, Strength Finder, and Values quizzes as part of my learning and self-insight. I'm also leaving space for creative fuel through books and imagination boosters. For fun and recreation, my goal is to ignite adventure. This year, I want to ignite adventure by embracing seasonal play, building simple bucket lists, and dipping into wacky holidays and local events. I want to bring more tiny trips with monthly weekend adventures and sprinkle in a few bigger escapes like camping or summer travel. Most of all, I want to keep everyday joy alive with simple moments of playfulness. In my work category, I'm focusing on igniting creativity. This includes steady growth in my content, keeping YouTube consistent, and leaning into more engaging, intentional videos. I want to expand the channel through collaborations, new offerings, and a refreshed brand experience. Creative exploration will live through my Inspire file, Boost board, and finding the flair in my work again. I also want to take a few professional development classes while cleaning up digital files and systems. For family relationships, my goal is to ignite connection. I want to honor memories and milestones with things like our anniversary trip, a summer family visit, and some simple celebrations along the way. Friendship and community play a role through girl trips, gatherings, and neighborhood events. I want to create meaningful parenting moments and keep up with staying in touch through snail mail and birthday batching. Most of all, I want to bring presence and joy into all the time I have with the people I love. For health and wellness, I'd like to ignite momentum. I've come up with a 90-day soft style challenge and added structured movement routines from Pilates, walks, and a simple resistance plan. I also want to focus on food and nourishment through meal prep and hydration, while keeping up with regular care team checkups and exams. The main goal here is to make energizing choices that make me feel proud and supported. For personal growth, my goal is to ignite purpose. To do that, I want to lean into the service and leadership, especially through Girl Scouts and church involvement. I do want to honor a sustainable pace through building in white space and burnout prevention, while choosing alignment over pressure. I'll anchor the year with reflection, celebration, and journaling, while supporting local artisans and makers as part of my community focus. My financial focus is all about igniting progress. This includes building security, keeping systems simple, all while maintaining savings, bills, and expense trackers. I want to plan ahead for things like tax prep and possibly a will or trust. My goal is to make smart choices with money while leaving room for joy through low-cost fun. Home. This last category is all about igniting energy at home. I want to keep up with cleaning cycles and weekly resets, rotating in decor with the seasons, and refreshing spaces with little touches that make things feel cozy and calm. I also want to keep my car care simple while staying curious about future car options. And that's a wrap on my 2026 goal setting series. Thank you so much for hanging out with me as we dug into the details and created a plan that's doable and fits the season ahead with purpose and presence. If you want to follow this full system with me, I'd love to have you join Momentum Made Simple. You'll get all the tools, templates, and support you need to create a realistic plan that builds momentum every week. Until then, I'm wishing you a 2026 season that fuels you in this season of life. Bye for now.